Hey everybody, Dr. Chris here. Thanks for joining me. Today you get to take a look at my disaster of a garage here. Okay, a lot of people are exercising from home nowadays, and along with that comes a lot of improvisation. Okay, you might not have all the machines or equipment that you'd have if you go to a gym, but there's a lot you can get done at home without any of that stuff, okay? Now it's gonna take some getting used to, and like I said, you gotta improvise a little bit. So today I'm gonna show you just 2 examples of things you can set up at home if you have some simple equipment, okay? To get some aerobic work in, okay? A lot of people don't have a treadmill at home. If it's cold, the weather's bad outside, you're not gonna go for a run outside. So one thing is gonna be like a jog walk setup. Another thing is gonna be a rowing setup, okay? Now I completely get it. The ergonomics are gonna be different, okay? The angles, the mechanics are gonna be different with the home setup. But sometimes, like I said, you gotta improvise a little bit. So like all the exercises that we talk about, make sure everything's aligned. Don't put stress where you don't need stress. But get the heart going, get the muscles involved, and then get back to living your life after that, okay? So the first one I'm gonna show you is rowing, okay? Now, I said simple equipment. All you need is a band, okay? Now for these 2 in particular, I have the loop bands, okay? The straight bands won't work for these 2 setups, but these are cheap, and they work really well. We talk about them all the time. I love them for all sorts of things, whether you're going to the gym or you're exercising at home, for all levels of people, okay? People who've never exercised in their life, up to professional power lifters, okay? So get some bands, relatively inexpensive, and let me show you what's going on here. So I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit to show you. So what I got, okay, this is do-it-yourself here. So that black bar there is part of an old vacuum cleaner. Okay, anything you have, dowel, something that you can hold on to, it's not gonna break with the resistance. And then if you go over here, you see I have it anchored to the bike there, okay? So the important thing here is you gotta have something anchored solidly, okay? I've seen people in the basement, they use those, the weight-bearing beams and put the bands around there, but that's number 1 is safety, okay? So make sure whatever you secure to, it's secure, because you don't want something coming flying at your face when you're in the middle of huffing and puffing, your heart rate's up at 160, okay? Not gonna end well. Okay, so make sure everything's secure. And this is fairly straightforward. So let me just show you what you do here, just like you're rowing. So if you guys have rowed, you know, if you have rowed, you know how to row, right? So pretty straightforward. It's gonna be a little more in the leg muscles here and less of the upper body, but you get some of both. So squat down, pull up. That's it, very straightforward, simple, nothing to it. Now, all sorts of different routines for how you wanna do that. You know, you can go for a minute, take 30 seconds off, do another minute, 30 seconds off. You could do sprints of 10 seconds, 10 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Mix and match those things. Just get your heart rate up, bring it down. Do that for, I don't know, however long you wanna do it. 5 minutes, 10-minute circuits, whatever, okay? So next I'm going to show you a setup that's very similar to this, using some bands, but more for walking, jogging, running. Okay, so let me set that up. We'll be right back. So second setup right here is more walking, jogging, running. Okay, so again, look at this. Got a real firm base of support here. Okay, you can use bars. You can hook it up to some of these bands have door attachments, but whatever it is, it's got to be sturdy. Okay, because you don't want something tipping over on you. Okay, especially if it's got some weight to it. So make sure it's sturdy first off, okay? So what I have here is, you know, one of these racks with the bands just looped around it, okay? Again, these gotta be looped bands for this setup to work, okay? So I have 2 of them there. It's super simple. Just take one, cross it over the shoulder. Second one. Over the other shoulder, and just cross it right in front. Oh, cross it right in front like this. Okay, you got a little harness. Now all you're gonna do is lean forward a little bit. All right, so again, make sure this is steady back here. You don't want this tipping over on you. Okay, and just a first walk. If you wanna do that, get the knees up. And if you wanna start jogging a little bit, you can do that. All right, so the further you lean forward, the more resistance you get, and the more it approximates real running. Okay? One issue is when you run straight up like this with no resistance, with no bands, you get a lot more pulling with the anterior muscles here and less pushing with the posterior muscles here. All right, so lean forward. All right, that's all there is to it. Very simple. You want to get real nuts, you can put a platform here and incline it just a little bit, but very simple, 2 bands, you can go for a run just like you had a treadmill at home. All right, Dr. Chris, we'll talk to you next time.
Be sure to schedule your free 30-minute initial phone consultation by sending me an email or by visiting our website at refinedwellnessconsulting.com.